steadfast commitment to transforming our country, Uganda. Many of us have had the privilege of serving under your command and witnessing our country's remarkable journey from insecurity and economic hardship to stability, peace, and development. We have witnessed your meticulous efforts transforming Uganda from the brink of being declared a failed state under the past leaders to the fast-growing economy on the continent of Africa. Your Excellency, your leadership has inspired confidence, has inspired resilience and patriotism in all Ugandans. During the difficult years of the 1980s, when Uganda faced insurgencies and security threats, you demonstrated courage by strengthening the national institutions, more so the army, the UPDF. Your Excellency, you resisted calls for calling in external interventions in form of UN, which you normally call military tourism. You rejected that, and instead, through difficult reforms, including reduction in force of the armed forces, you entrusted those of us who remained in the force the responsibility of building a professional, disciplined, and modern military. And Your Excellency, I think Uganda should be proud of that that's what we have now. Your Excellency, a few people in this room may not know that by 1986, 87, 88, we were importing practically everything in this country, including bread from Kenya. If somebody was to be your friend and has crossed the border to Kenya, for you to understand that was your friend, would bring you an Ariot bread, would bring you a Coca-Cola, would bring you a Kimbo, and would bring you a Colgate. That's where we were by 1986, 87. Your Excellency, what a remarkable recovery we are recording today. Your Excellency, you have transformed, you have guided and you have transformed this force to an army which used to have half uniform. The generals who are here and who are in the field, I think they remember the half uniform. Your Excellency, one day we had a very bad picture on the front page of one of the media, on the pages of I think it was New Vision by then, where a rebel commander, big rebel commander, had been killed in, I think it was in Patongo or Kalong, around there. And he had a full uniform from Sudan. And then standing beside him was the soldiers who had done, the damage to him, who had killed him. And the soldiers were in half uniform. And then the headline went, "Who was the rebel?" That's where we have come from. Your Excellency, you have brought this army from an army which was performing national parade in gumboots. Gentlemen, do you remember the time when we had a gumboots parade and the boys decided to leave the gumboots on the parade ground? They kicked all the gumboots out of their feet, and by the time the parade went through, there was a heap of gumboots on the parade ground. That's where we have come from. But look at where we are today with this army. Today's UPDF, Excellency, is a force reckoned with. It is one of the most outstanding forces on the African continent. Most respected, most professional, and contributing not only to Uganda's national security, but also to regional and international peace and security. And I was very happy to hear, and I want to thank the Minister of Defense for defending our possible deployment in the Gaza, because it will again give us the UPDF a lot of exposure in international relations. Your Excellency, we remain grateful to you for the values and virtues you have instilled in us. And I'll specifically point these out and very, very strongly. patience. Your Excellency, you are patient. You have been patient with us. You have shown us what patience means. Your Excellency, your humility. Your humility is unmatched. You have instilled in us discipline. And that's why everybody is saying, why is this UPDF different? We hear statements, sorry to say, we hear statements like, if you rather meet a soldier on the way than the other uniform. That's discipline. And that is part of what you have instilled in us. Integrity. Tolerance. Your Excellency, I think sometimes people even take advantage of this, your tolerance. You have tolerated us. If you had not tolerated us, many of us possibly would not be here in this red tunic today, saying goodbye to the force in the honorable way. Your willingness to mentor and guide, rather than to condemn and punish, has shaped many of us in what we are today. Not only in the military, but also as we walk out of uniform into the civilian population. A lot of what we are going to be has been your contribution and your guidance and your strategic guidance to us all throughout this time. To the current leadership on all ranks of the UPDF, we are handing to you a well-disciplined and respected institution built through sacrifice. Please protect this legacy by upholding the patriotism, professionalism, integrity, and most importantly, respect to the civilian population. We have an umbilical cord which should never be broken between the UPDF and the civilian population. Please, jealousy, guard that. And of course, loyalty to the Constitution. Please continue earning and safeguarding the trust that the people of Uganda have placed in the UPDF. UPDF is highly trusted by our people. To my fellow retirees, today is a day of thanksgiving. We thank the Almighty God for granting us the opportunity to retire honorably after faithfully serving our country. We have faithfully served. Retirement from active military service does not mean retirement from serving Uganda. It's just another phase. You have a lot of experience. You have a lot of exposure. A lot has been talked when the chief here was reading the CVs. Many of you have been exposed beyond even the borders of Uganda, as military attaches, as defense attaches, working in the international environments. Please, let's take that experience, wisdom, and leadership out there as we retire.